Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into today's second video. We're going to have a look at the weather instead of 14 days for today's second video. Day 10 will take us to the 8th of June. We'll be able to extend out beyond that. We'll be able to extend GFS and ECM ensembles. We're going to try to good weeks. We'll have a look at the CFS V2 at the end of the video for the next 4 weeks, and that gets us well into the second half of June. I shall get on with that for you in a moment. Just to say that first video of the day was our 6 AM UK weather forecast. So please check out all of the day bits of content, and thank you so much to Matt. Like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm going to say hello and thanks so much to Graham Dolan, who gave us a super thanks on yesterday 10 to 14 day. There it is, just there. Thank you so much, Graham, for your amazing, amazing, amazing super thanks. That's unbelievable. Thank you so much, my friend, for support for GavsWeatherVids. Graham is also a channel member for GavsWeatherVids as well, so support absolutely unbelievable. Thank you so much, Graham. If you'd like to give a super thanks to GavsWeatherVids, you can find thanks button either only for video player just here, or it will be hidden behind 3 little dots just there. That is how you can give a super thanks to GavsWeatherVids. It flags up your comment, and I will pin it, sticky it, and you'll get a shout out in a subsequent video. So thank you so much to all our super thankers. You can super chat on the live streams as well, and that's unbelievable too. You can give a donation, anything you would like to give to GavsWeatherVids via our PayPal account. The link is in the description with the video. So all you need to do is log in, well, get to the GavsWeatherVids PayPal page and then log into your PayPal account, and you can give any donation you would like. You get a shout out in videos as long as you want to. And if you don't, we'll just say thanks to Anonymous and you'll know who you are. And you can become a channel member for GavsWeatherVids as well. You click the join button just here. Then that is how you become a channel member. You will get perks and benefits for becoming a channel member, such as a once a month channel member live stream, and also access to early access to content, as well as badges and emojis and whatnot. So thank you so much to our channel members, to our PayPal donators, to our super thankers and super chatters. It's unbelievable. It's all helping to pay for the website, help for me to be able to sit here and do this and bring you all of this content. You know, no, thank you so much to each and every one of you for getting involved and helping to support the channel. Thank you so much. Thank you particularly, of course, today to Graham Dolan. Right, let's have a look at the central temperature. Remember, CT is currently sitting at 14.1, which is 2.9 degrees above 61 to 90 average, provincial to yesterday, to the 28th of May. So will we hang on to 14 degrees? It's going to be a close run thing. But even if we drop down into the high 13s, it will still be the warmest May, certainly within the 20th and 21st centuries anyway. These are the 500 millibar height anomaly flow charts from Penn State University for the next week, 10 days. We've got the ECM WF on the top. So sorry everyone, and the GFS is down here on the bottom. So 500 millibars, 18,000 meters an area in the actual high pressure and low pressure are being moved around by jet stream running above. Red and orange extrapolating to above average heights, which is high pressure. Blue to below average heights, which is low pressure. On the 7 to 10 day time frame, the ECM has a trough of below average heights of Scandinavia and northern parts of Europe. It's combined with a ridge in the Atlantic, and we're sending a jet stream under wind flow on the northwest southeast alignment. So looking rather cool and showering in the 7 to 10 day time frame there. The GFS is very similar, but it's a little bit more anticyclonic, has more of an influence from high pressure. The trough of low is further away from us, and so that means that, well, it is quite a similar pattern. There is also a little bit more in way of drier and warmer weather with that in the 7 to 10 day time frame, but they are both really quite similar in the pattern. These were GFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles. The next couple of weeks, we're at Red Car today, home of our amazing gift maker and friend Richard Shaw. Thank you so much, Rich, for all of the help and the support at GavsWeatherVids over all of these years. Thank you so much, my friend. So, the red line is a 30-year upper air temperature. Ouch. Upper air temperature average for... I just banged my hand on the table. No, the red line is the 30... That'll give Richie a good laugh. The red line is the 30-year upper air temperature average for a red car. And we're starting off around average at the moment. Going to go a bit below average over the next few days. And then we're going to see the upper air temperatures ticking up a little bit through the weekend to the beginning of next week. And maybe just hovering close to average. To be honest, there's nothing particularly dramatic going on either way with the upper air temperatures. There's no sign of any particularly hot weather. There's one or two hot outliers, but no sign of anything really hot coming up. There's no sign of anything that cool coming up either. Lots a little bit up and down, maybe a little bit zonal there. But you know, not terribly exciting. Precipitation-wise, we've got some more wet weather to come over the next few days, more showery conditions. However, we have got a window of drier weather opening up through the weekend and well on into next week, possibly turning more unsettled into the second week of June, although that is a long way out and is therefore in the extended time frame and unreliable. Temperature anomalies from the 28th of May, 6th of June, about average, not a particularly big deviation either way. Precipitation anomalies from the 29th of May, 6th of June, are drier than normal, especially in more western areas. The latest wind map from earth.allschool.net shows that we've got a trough of low pressure sitting in the North Sea and a ridge out in the Atlantic. We're pulling in a bit of a showery and relatively coolish northwesterly flow today. Okay, let's start going through chart data. This latest UK Met Euro run is looking for midnight on Saturday. High pressure out to the west, winds coming in from northerly direction. Main dry, should be relatively warm. Could be a few showers in the east. Over the weekend, high pressure gradually eases out into the Atlantic, but still quite a strong anticyclonic influence. Sorry again, everybody. As far as we get to the UK Met Euro run is to midnight next Wednesday, when the high pressure's pulled even further away, trough of low pressure deepening in the North Sea, and that's starting to bring the wind in from more of a northwesterly direction. Rather showery then, and rather cooler as well. Icon, once more, with high pressure dominates over weekend, should be relatively dry and warm for the weekend. Into next week, high pressure pulls out into the Atlantic, low pressure deepens in the North Sea. We start bringing down these northwesterly to actually northerly winds with Icon. And there's an area of low pressure developing just here as well within the flow. So turning increasingly unsettled and cool by the middle of next week with Icon there. The GFS midnight run again has high pressure out to west on Saturday, dominating, but essentially just to west on Sunday, so it won't be a heat wave, but it should be relatively dry and warmish over the weekend. Sorry again, everybody. Into next week, high pressure still sticking around the country, bring lots of dry and relatively warm weather. Now, the GFS midnight run doesn't take that high pressure way to the west as much as the other one, just keeps high pressure sitting over the country into the middle part of next week. So basically, high and dry through next week with the GFS midnight run, as we saw on the 500 millibar height anomaly. Eventually, it gets high pressure out to the west. It takes to about the 10th of June to do that, and then we start turning more unsettled with low pressure developing within the flow and whatnot. So turning cooler and more unsettled through the second week of June. But the first week of June, dry and mostly warm there with the GFS midnight run. Let's see how the 6 egg compares. Getting high pressure just to the west of the country on Saturday, being quite a bit dry and warm weather over the weekend. Into next week, high pressure again, bring lots of dry and fine weather. By the middle of next week, though, the 6 egg run is taking the high pressure out to the northwest and starting to drop in these northwesterly to northerly winds. So by the end of next week, we are cooler and more showery with the GFS 6 egg, with winds in from the north, back wind showers into the north and the east. Beyond that, though, the high pressure comes back, settles things down. Probably quite a coolish ridge initially, but to be honest, the GFS midnight and 6 ebb runs are going to town on high pressure at the moment. Eventually, low pressure starts breaking in from the Atlantic. So by the 14th of June, we're turning more unsettled with low pressure coming in from off the Atlantic. But it takes until the very end of the GFS 6 ebb turn unsettled. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks so much to everyone for doing that. Why not drop a comment and know what you think about this and all of our videos and content. Don't forget to tell friends about GavsWeatherVids. Thanks so much everyone for doing that. We just hit 18.2k, so thank you so much everybody for getting us to 18.2k. We're going to try and push on now to 18.3k. Could give us a sub, that would be incredible. Thank you so much everyone. Right, GM, again with the high pressure building in from the Atlantic through the weekend, mostly dry and quite warm with that. Next week, we take the high pressure out to west, start to deepen low pressure to the northeast, and bring down a northwesterly to a northerly flow. So turning cool, really quite chilly actually, with a proper northerly with a GM. And a mid-Atlantic ridge going up towards Greenland. So rather unsettled actually, and pretty cool there with a GM through the second half of next week, lasting into the weekend of the 8th and the 9th of June. And then we've got the ECM at WF rounding it all off, has high pressure just to the west on Saturday. High pressure dominates you Sunday into Monday, bringing mostly dry and relatively warm-ish conditions. Then the high pressure pulls out into the Atlantic through next week. We pull down these northwesterly winds. Little truss of low pressure brings something rather more showery with them as well. That's a setup by the 8th of June, rather cool and showery by that point. So it all hinges, next week's weather, as we said in yesterday's video, which is titled Where's the High Pressure Going? It all hinges on what's going to happen with this area of high pressure next week. Most of my output, I have to say, are taking that high pressure out to the west and bringing down those northwesterly to northerly winds as next week progresses. But we have got, you know, the possibility that high pressure might stick around the country and keep us mostly dry and quite warm. Right, this is a precipitation forecast based on that at each run from tometeo.com. So further showers to come in places over the next couple of days. Into the weekend, though, the trend is towards drier conditions, lasting into the beginning of next week as well. But eventually, we'll start dropping in some showers from the north through the second half of next week. But going south, a lot of dry weather actually. Most of the precipitation is up in the north. These are the options on the table within the ECM ensembles today for day 10. From the Icelandic Met Office gets us to the 8th of June. 17 members of the ECM ensembles in climate control and the operation run with low pressure to the northeast, high pressure to the northwest, and winds coming in from the northerly direction. We've got 15 with low pressure to the north, high pressure out in the Atlantic, and winds coming in from a westerly direction. We've got 13 with quite deep low pressure over top the country, and then we've got 6 with high pressure dominating the weather. So the majority option looks rather cool and showery, I would say, by day 10. In 2 weeks' time, these are the options that we've got. It gets us to the 13th of June. 17 members of the ECM ensembles with deep low pressure over top of the country. That can be very unsettled. We've got 16 with a ridge through the country, mostly dry. We've got 10 with low pressure again dominating over the country. And then we've got 8 with high pressure to our east and low pressure to the west. That's probably the warmest option. Could be a bit volatile actually, that as well, a bit thundery. But that would be the warmest option. However, if you put the 17 here together with the 10 there, that's 27. It's looking rather cool and showery there at 2 weeks out. Quite a lot of uncertainty, I think, about this first half of June. Right, CFS V2, finally, these are 500 millibar heights. Time to break down into week periods. The first week period takes from 29th of May to the 4th of June. The next week has high pressure out to the west, and around that we bring the wind in northwesterly direction. So mainly dry, but could be a bit on the cool side. Week 2 will be the 5th to the 11th of June. A trough of low pressure in Scandinavia, a ridge out in the Atlantic, winds coming in from a northwesterly direction, rather cool and showery with that. Week 3 is going to be the 12th to the 18th of June, a ridge to the north and to the northeast with that. Probably some sort of shallow trough through here, could be a little bit on the showery side. And then finally, week 4 is the 19th to 25th of June. High pressure in the Atlantic, trough of low pressure over northern and west Europe. Winds coming in from the north-northeast direction, looking rather cool and showery there as we go into the 3rd week of June. we shall see. Okay, we're done. If you've enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe. Make sure it's more doing that. Why not drop a comment? Let us know what you think about this and all of our videos and content. And don't forget to tell your friends about GavsWeatherVids. Get them to subscribe too. Thank you so much, everyone, for doing that. Just tell us what's happening on the channel tomorrow. Again, on 6 AM UK weather forecast, the detailed European outlook, and there'll be a 10 to 14 day as well. So keep checking back for more. But for this video, that's all for now. And thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, and bye for now.